Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a Doom Turtle. I believe it is about the time to revisit this tank once again. To be fair with you, I cannot remember when I played with this vehicle last time, and in the same time E3 is top of the tree, so I believe it is the way to do the things. Also, one more thing. I personally like T95 so much more than E3. Even though E3 might be better, it might have more trollish armor in a way, but T95 is the tank for me to play. I enjoy it. I did many crazy things with this mother tracker. For example, going through the Kempinovka field through the middle and still surviving and having a great performance, and so on. So this is the tank which is relatively stuck in my memory, and in the same time with a newer set of equipment which we have, that you can go completely wild. For example, you will see how the things will look like whenever we are going to get tracked, right? How long it will take to repair the tracks, because I have something very special for you. I am going with quite nuts of the build, if I can say so. Although, to be fair with you, T95 can have multiple builds however you want to play with this vehicle. For example, you can go completely wild and you can drop every single set of equipment which is increasing gun handling, and you can boost the turning speed, you can boost the speed, you can boost the survivability, and so on. It is absolutely nuts, fellas. Okay, so what is the plan? I really want to reach this corner for now, and the main reason why do I want to do so, I want to say hello for a gentleman who is sitting here, because they should have someone. Speaking of someone, how are you doing, sir? Enjoying yourself? Good to hear that. And this is this is going to be fun. And this is going to be pretty fun, fellas. Okay, pay attention how many of the enemies are sitting here. So, what is going to be our goal, and what do we want to do in general over there? I really want to keep them spotted. This is super important, and this is exactly what we need to do. So whenever enemies will try to get involved, we are going to say hello. And in the same time, fellas, all we need to do, we need to simply proxy spot them. It's very important thing. Now the C100 is sitting in extremely good position, I would say, and look at this sweet assisting damage. Look at this sweet assisting damage. At this point, we are relaxing, we are chilling, and we are waiting until enemies will mess up. And I can promise you that it is a matter of the time whenever they will mess up. Now speaking about the close distance armor, right? It is not ideal, because, I mean, those cupolas are definitely hittable, fellas, and you are very well aware of that. Speaking about this gentleman, he definitely had a blast. He decided to hit me once, and I believe the trade was definitely worth it, if you know what I mean. And by saying it was worth it, I am trying to be as sarcastic as I physically and possibly can. Meanwhile, Udes is saying, I will shit on you. No, my man. You are going to get shit on. Good, fellas. This is the start for us. Pay attention at our performance and what we are crafting here. This is extremely important thing to say. Speaking about important things, beautiful shot to the TVP, and once again we are doing everything perfectly here. I cannot do the things better. We are spotting the enemies, right? We are spotting the enemies, and in the same time we are spanking everyone who is making a mistake. This is literally perfection, fellas. This is literally perfection. Okay, beautiful. So far, so good. All we need to do at this point, we need to chill around this area and wait until enemies will try to go here or something. Meanwhile, I'm curious how much HP Vaza has, and he has a bit of hit points. He is down to 2 shotables, so I have an idea. I think what I need to do at this point... Oh! He relocated. Oh, this is going to be glorious. Okay. Let's see, STB through the middle of the field. I do not really mind this gentleman that much, although he stopped in the middle, so I really want to hit him. Bad shot by me. Honestly, there is many things I can't complain about, but this shot is not the one of those things, right? Meanwhile, let's try to get a bit involved over there. The object is not going to be happy, I can promise you that. I think I can simply move in. This is exactly what I want to do, and I think we can spank him. Beautiful spank from our side. This is exactly what I want to see. I am trying to make an angle for him not to penetrate, but he still managed to spank us. Listen, this is literally perfection, fellas. I could not make the things better. We did everything properly. We secured the flank by spotting it and by being invincible wall or unpenetratable wall. Plus on top of that, we just took the last shot before the game will be over. So this is perfection, fellas. Let's go to the scoreboard. And we are back, fellas. I couldn't make this better, fellas. I am still extremely excited about the game. Listen, damage wise this might be not the best, but us holding the enemies and giving them PSD to the maximum, spanking them left, right and center, that was beautiful, fellas. Anyways, looking into all of this, this is a very great performance and I'm super happy with this. We managed to get close to 8,000 combined. We are first by experience, obviously by the damage. We are in the 5th place, but it doesn't really matter, and we made 107,000 profits. Absolutely insanity of the game. Okay, round number 2, let's go. I am still surprised about this session, and you know what is the funny thing of all this? Remember in the first game I said, oh, this tank has a memories for me. Kampinovka open field. Holy bananas, fellas. Today is going to be a good day, I can see that. Okay, so what is the plan, what is the hope, and what is the dream? I would say we are going on top of the hill and we will try to make this thing work. Hopefully everything will go well. So what exactly do I want to do? I want to take the upper side, I would say. I don't want to stop for a second to shoot, because that would kill my momentum in a way. Well, momentum with a turtle. Yeah, you get the point what I'm saying. I pretty much cannot waste any time whatsoever, and I need to take the upper side. If I will take the upper side, I believe it is going to be absolutely amazing. Meanwhile, our Progetto is getting overrun by the standard B, although luckily for us our Progetto has support and enemies are losing the game by 2000 hit points already. But that's not all, there is more. Tian Hash is making a hardcore pressure as well, and he is saying I will kill Progetto. So pretty much quite some enemy gentlemen died while trying to dig our Progetto from the position, but to be completely honest with you, this is not a big surprise, if you know what I mean. Progetto was in quite a disgusting position for the enemies, so they needed to try to pretty much eliminate him from the game for obvious reasons. Meanwhile, let's try to get involved a bit more here. By the way, this MX is very powerful tank. He can play hold down without bigger problems whatsoever, so we need to keep this in mind. Although, I believe... Oh, he's baboon. Fellas, I have a feeling this gentleman is baboon. I repeat, I have a feeling this gentleman is baboon. Let's try to hit the T-30. And I don't really think he is looking at me so angry. I think we are buddies and we are friends. At least I have a feeling it is the case. Meanwhile, relax, take it easy. We have all time, 4 seconds. I think we are going to hit the cow next. At least this is what I am thinking at this point. This is what I am thinking at this point. And yeah, I kind of need to be aggressive. I need to figure out how to do the things properly. Let's see, the T95, how are you doing? Perfect aim, unfortunately, not really perfect situation for us, which is quite sad thing, but it is how it is. Anyways, I have a feeling the enemy T95 has the different gun. At least that's what I want to believe. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, bam. Unfortunately, I cannot spank him here. That's a bit of the sadness, but it is how it is. I think we want to get involved here. I think this is only one way how we can do the things properly. So, let's see. T95. I am aiming for his cupola. Oi, 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 T95, why you don't like turtles? Why you do not like turtles? This is not a simple task to penetrate the T95, but I believe our gun can do better than this. I honestly feel like our gun can do better than this, but the gun is saying not today. It is okay, not the first time, not the last time. We are going to survive and we are going to be fine. Meanwhile, what I would love to do, I would love to kill this sniper Schnitzel from the back. He is officially dead. Excellent. And our gunner is, actually our driver is saying, okay, it's about the time to take a rest, I would say. Not exactly what I was looking for, but that's what we need to work with. Meanwhile, T95 and T30. Okay, so first things first, what I really want to do, I really want to spank this T95 or even better T30. I am bouncing my shot. Yeah, this game is just saying no. Which is quite sad thing, to be completely honest with you. I think the tank is worth so much more than this. But once again, it is how it is. Nothing what I could have done differently here. I am thinking, how am I playing this game, and I truly do not feel like I'm playing this game badly by any shape or any form. Meanwhile, Arta is sitting somewhere here next to the red line, so unfortunately I cannot do absolutely anything for a Jeff. Obviously we are not going to give up. We will try to get as much use as we physically and possibly can for obvious reasons, right? But this is not a simple thing. There is a pixel shot how I could penetrate this T95. You can shoot this tank between the tracks and you can make him very, very sad. But as you can see, T95 is doing everything properly. Meanwhile, we are stuck on top of the hill, and from the early game, when we was winning the game by 2000 hit points, unfortunately we are losing by the 3 tanks and 5000 HP as well, which is quite sad thing. I believe it is very, very worth to highlight this. This is not the map which you would love to get for a T95, okay? Just to put this out of the way, it is not the map where you want to play with this vehicle. For this tank, the best map is the map from where you can actually try to be aggressive, right? This is the #1 thing and probably one of the most important things to highlight. This is what you want with this vehicle. So Ensk, Himmelsdorf, or whatever else, whenever you are able to be aggressive, this is what you want and this is what you are looking for. Meanwhile, I have a feeling we have only last shot left in us, and we are going to spank maybe T95 for this 430U. I think 430U is the way to go for. Let's see. T95 is... Ooh, cow. Such a bad aim. My bad. No! I messed up this game. I mean, I tried to penetrate this T95, but he had a protection, fellas, and there is nothing what I can change about this. In the same time, the last shot is my fault. I could have gotten one more shot here, but it is how it is. Okay, situation like this is happening once in a while. You cannot change absolutely anything. So, looking back, how I would play this game differently. First of all, I would aim better for a cow, so that would be an extra shot, right? Let's be self-critic. That was just simply bad. Other than that, I don't feel like I played badly against the T95, but I think this gentleman was pretty lucky. He did the things properly by raising the gun and by waving the gun like this. That was a great play. But other than that, it was more luck than a great play. I don't really feel like my aim was horrible. Anyway, speaking about our performance, 10 shots fired, 9 direct hits, 3 penetrations. It's called when World of Tanks is saying eat kaku. Okay, round number 3, let's go. Okay, we are back. Greetings. Okay, we are back, so what do we have? We have Redshire and we have the standard battle. There is multiple ways how we could play this game, to be fair with you. I could go into the heavy line, and you know what? I won't. I will go to the castle. I think this is going to be the right way to do the things for us. I think this side is extremely easy to hold for our team. I think the T30 is going to take this position and he is going to spank every single upcoming heavy tank. And I do not feel like I have the... I don't feel like I have simply the reason to be there, right? I will be stuck there in the corner without gun depression and without turret, and pushing like this is definitely not really worth it. So instead of being super aggressive and trying to play somewhere here, right, or trying to make a bit of pressure like this, I will take a bit different approach and I will try to play 1-2-3 line. And there is a couple of ways how we could approach this. For example, we can take the sniper schnitzel position somewhere here, or we can try to get involved and we can actually try to make pressure like this. Now, this kind of decision, what we are going to do, it's going to be 50-50. By saying this, I mean a lot of things are depending how many enemy forces we are going to meet over there. This is very, very important part of all this. Because if I am going to reach this position and we are not going to have absolutely anyone playing here, it is kind of waste. Plus on top of that, let's get real, I cannot really try to make a hardcore pressure like this. It is just not really worth it. One more thing which I believe you noticed, fellas, speaking about the T95, you are relatively slow to get into the position. Well, by saying relatively slow, you are very slow to get into position. And this is a problem for many, many World of Tanks players if you like the slow pace gameplay, even though you have plenty of armor and so on. But if you feel like you cannot play with a slow tanks, obviously T95 line, what you are doing in T95 or E3 line, it is very, very important thing to say, right? By the way, by the first glance, they have two AFK tanks. At least I would not act surprised if both of them would be AFK. And now we are going to say hello for the 140. I think it is about the time to get involved and it is about the time to spank him like there is no tomorrow. I don't really think he is going to escape in time. At least I really doubt it. And we are going to make quite a bit of pressure. Now, our Esterva, obviously, he will try to get involved to the maximum, but nah, 140 is out already. Okay, let's go back. So far, 3 minutes into the game and I did not manage to find a shot to hit the enemies. Quite sad story, but it is how it is. Anyways, the first shot is coming in a moment, fellas. We are going to have a first shot very, very soon. So, Esterva, how are you doing? Kaboom. We managed to miss our shot, that's quite sad, but once again, that's World of Tanks for you, nothing what we could do differently here. I am trying to go a bit more up in 5 seconds, come on. T95, make me proud. You can do this. Bam. 800 in the face. We are spotted because of the CBR, but truth to be told, I couldn't care less about this. I am still feeling very, very well, and whenever Esterva is going to get spotted, we are going to spank him. Speaking about the spanking, the T30 saying, skill, do you mind? I don't mind. 850 in the face. So far, a humongous high roll and humongous high roll in the same time. Very, very nice. We are doing the things properly here, and I would say how we are playing the game, it is fine. I am still standing by my decision to go in this side instead of trying to play here. I simply think it is going to work better. Meanwhile, 140 and Bachat, both of them are sitting in the corner over there. So, how we can get involved and how we can spank them like there is no tomorrow. This is the question. 140 is running for his life. Not a big surprise, is it? We should be able to spank him. Beautiful, 670. Unfortunately, a low roll after this. And now just to say the thing straight. We are having a winning spawn in this map, at least in my humble opinion. What means winning spawn whenever you are playing the game? That means you are more likely to win the game, right? and a lot of maps have this kind of balance, which is definitely not the finest one and not the best, but there is absolutely nothing what you can do about this, right? So in this kind of situation, we can clearly see enemy team is melting whatsoever, and I don't really think it is a fault of the enemy team. I would say it is a fault of the I would say it is a fault of the map design as well, and by the looks of it, this map is going to be a bit fixed. By saying this, I mean heavy tanks, whoever are playing over there or whoever attempts to play here, they are going to have an easier time to cross, right? And everything will change in the new patch, and it is going to be absolutely amazing, and I would say this is going to be super duper hyper turbo welcome change. And I was extremely surprised. What is your opinion about this map? By the looks of it, a lot of you know this spawn is simply weaker, speaking about the north, and enjoyment level looks like most of the people prefer to be spawned in the south side, which is, I believe, fair thing. So all in all, now fellas, after 3 games with this vehicle, it is looking quite weird, but hear me out. Even though performance wasn't the finest, right? Considering the fail in the Kampinovka field, this is as much as we are going to get. So, wow. Actually, I'm surprised. We are second by the damage and we are fourth by experience, so that definitely paid off. Good for us, fellas. Good for us. Anyways, all in all, after 3 games, damage might look like a pile of kaku. We did only 2.7 thousand damage, which is not really good for my standards with a T95. But what we have done 1.8 thousand assisting damage. And if not the round number 2, which we had, and which definitely was very, very sad, considering I was aiming okay, apart the last shot, this could be a completely different story. But once again, it is how it is, and this is a Doom Turtle in action. You cannot expect to be all the time on top or all the time in the maps which you like to play. Ernst, Himmelsdorf, whatever you want. This is not how the things are looking like in World of Tanks, and you are getting a very nice variety. And you know what? I would say variety is the spice of life. So, thank you very much for watching, fellas. T95 in action. All in all, I am happy with the round number 1 and round number 3, although round number 2 was quite a fail, and that kind of ruined the things. But it is how it is. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.